What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And today what we're going to be talking about is how to power up any player in Madden 19. Now, I want to apologize for a lot of my newer viewers because some of you guys, well, a lot of you have never played Madden Ultimate Team before. And I see in the comment section there's a lot of questions about the powering up and stuff like that. I had one specific question about how do you power up Ricky Williams? So then I realized a lot of us maybe just don't know. So for both our veterans and our newcomers alike, I'm going to be making sure that we have a video that you yourself can share with your friend, or you can just, if you're new, learn it from it, learn it right now. It's just much easier that we have a title video so that everyone knows how to power up any item in Madden 19 Ultimate Team. So now, this is pretty much what's going to happen. I'm going to use the example of what a power-up starts off as, okay? So let's go over to the program. We're going to go down to, let me just make sure that I make you guys understand what's happening. We're going to go over to your item binder. You're going to press the button, whether it's X or it's A if you're on Xbox One, and you're going to go over to the left and you're going to find the program. You're going to go over to Power Up, okay? When you click on that, it's going to give you a list of items that you can power up, okay? In this section, you won't find Ricky Williams, okay? Ricky Williams is a level master that becomes available at MUT level 11, okay? My MUT level right now in the top right, that gold, that's 44. Your MUT level at 11, you will get the core version of Ricky Williams that you will start powering up. After you get that Ricky Williams, you'll be able to find him. And, he's not, I think he might just, if you want to make it easy, I'm going to reset this. I'm going to press down on the L trigger. I'm going to just make it easy for you. Just go to type and just go to running back because, I don't know why he's not listed under certain things as a master or whatever. I don't think they've updated it for the master. Let me just check it. Do they have, yeah, master, it shows as 0. So just to make it easy for everybody, you're going to go over to halfback. He starts off at like a 70-something, and you would simply click on him, and you would see that upgrade icon, upgrade slot on the top right, and then you would press it again, and then you would start to upgrade. Okay, right now I don't have any tokens as an example because I've already gotten them up to an 88, but it's just to make sure that everybody understands that you're going to go, anything you want to upgrade, you can either do it from your item binder, or you can do it actually from your lineup. Now, certain cards that you haven't already started powering up, like the base power-ups, you have to come over here to start it. Okay, you're going to have to come to your item binder to start it, unless you buy it from the auction house and then you just start from the beginning. All right, so say you buy a power-up from the auction house, right? Say you purchase, let's go Tim Brown, right? From the auction house. When you buy it and it comes up, you can click it and then look right there at the upgrade and you can start doing it from there. Otherwise, after you close out the screen from when you buy it or however else you got it, you got to come to your item binder. Once you come in here, everything, your coaches, your stadiums, the uniforms, everybody's going to have that upgrade on the top. I'm going to give you an example of everything throughout this video so that when you leave here, you'll be an expert at powering anything up, okay? Now, on the left side right here, those purple, I don't know, how many sizes is that? Is that I don't know, what is the word for the 6? Is that hexy? Is it hexagon? I don't know what that is. We don't know shapes here, but I do know this. That purple, that stands for the training points, which you find in your top right, and you're going to need training points to start to upgrade players, okay? I'm going to probably use another example so that I can start actually doing it so you can see what happens. Because I'm going to be powering up. My next project is going to be Bruce Smith, so I'm going to start powering him up right now. All right, so we're going to go to upgrade, and I'm going to start powering him up because I'm actually literally going to be, making him a 91, right? So you would start using your training points, okay? Now, training points, we're going to get to that in a second. You can either quick sell, okay, quick sell cards. Any card has a value. I'm going to show it to you. Or you can go and do solos and get it in different ways, all right? But training points, you could buy stuff off the auction house at certain overalls. And it's so many different ways to do it. I have so many videos right here in this playlist that can teach you about how to use your training points, properly. Make sure you're not overspending, things like that. Don't just power up any stupid card, those type of things, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So as you go down, right, you continue to spend training points to upgrade it, and you'll see on the right side that the card changes, okay? As it changes, so does the attributes that are facing you right in the front there. You'll see his speed increase. You'll see everything else go up, right? The reasoning behind this, like I said, is because I'm actually going to be powering up this card next. If you're not going to be powering up a card, do not waste your training points. You know what I'm saying? Don't just start doing stuff halfway. Make sure you're going to be vested into it. And then if you want to downgrade for any reason, you go back and you click where the check mark is, and then you'll see, do you want a partial refund? And you can actually refund part of what you got. It's usually half. Okay, so of course, obviously, we don't want to refund anything because we're legitimately trying to do it. this is what happens now. We're going to need another 775 plus that, like another 900 and something to get all this stuff done. Plus, we're going to need his 91 overall, his 88 overall item. Is that what we're going to need? No, we're going to need his 90 overall legend, which we're going to get in a set once we complete everything to get him upgraded fully. Okay? Now, as you upgrade things to power them up, you'll see these separate slots. Physical chemistry slot. You'll see a scheme chemistry slot. All that means is that you're going to have something else that you have to spend more training points on to accomplish. Now with this, he played for 2 teams. So keep that in mind. As you power up players, you can only use teams that they actually played for. So if you have a Mike Vick, you know what I'm saying? You could do a Falcons, the Jets, the Eagles, you know, things like that. You can only use the teams that they actually played for. So for now, both of these teams that he played for really sucked. But for me, I think I know him as a Bill. All right, I know him as a Buffalo Bill, so we're going to keep that. We're going to equip that chemistry, okay? With the scheme now, right? I don't know. We don't need to do this right now because after we unlock his 88 overall, we're going to make him a ×2 of whatever these chemistries are. You see what I'm saying? And then we're going to, from that point, start to add additional chemistries to the players that we already have to make our team just really, really sick, okay? So these are the things that you're going to have to upgrade. Now, the ability thing that's there, that unlocks at an overall of 90. So when you start to upgrade your player, once they get to a 90, they get to add special abilities to themselves. Okay, so we can't do that right now, obviously, because I have ways to go. I got to get other cards and get this guy up and running to be able to do that. In order, you know, so that we can do it regardless of whatever way. Okay, that's the example of a player. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna back out and we're gonna go to let's just say uniform. Let's go to a uniform. Okay, with the uniform, it's the same thing, but it's a lot easier. Okay, like for instance, I'm using the Elite, the Madden Elites, right? And I think I started upgrading these already. The light uniform. What you'll see is you'll see that you have the chemistry slots, right? And then for each chemistry slot that you upgrade, you can just add you can add whatever chemistry is there. You can add, you know, 5 of Go Deep, whatever you want to do, and then that contributes to the way your players are, you know, reacting with their chemistries and things like that. That's the reasoning behind all this power up stuff, to make your team better and to add a little bit more to the emphasis of what the attributes actually are. So right now where we are, it shows you we have 18 out of 30 players that have that chemistry of Go Deep. So I'm going to continue to do the Go Deep for this color uniform. For the other side, I'm going to be doing probably Lockdown or something like that because I need that kind of stuff for the chemistry that I'm using. So that's the reasoning behind powering stuff like that up. Now, it's the same way for stadiums, but I think I sold the stadium that I use as an example in another video. So you can see that the way my bank account is set up, I don't really have stuff like that to be spending to just be like, yo, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. Like, yo, I'm gully. Like, I don't have coins like that. I only got 92K. But I'm going to show you right here with this Jaguars base stadium. It's the same exact thing. Only thing that's different is you're opening up Jaguar scheme chemistry slot. So this only affects the Jaguar players. Okay? That's what this is specifically for. Jaguar players. So if you're not going to have a whole bunch of, you know, Jaguars on your team, I don't really know if they're going to create like a universal stadium, but unless you're doing something to add, like, you know, you're going to have 50 players for one team. Because if you add 50 players of any team, there's a lot of perks to it. So what I would suggest is figure out a team that you're going to have the most of and try to get 50 of them. And then you could add schemes, like, you know, personally to the players that have the most of the same team on it. But it's going to give that team plus 3 speed and all kinds of other crazy stuff. If you add 50 of the same player from the same team, you know, not the same player, but players of the same team, 50 of them. Okay, so that's the way the stadiums work, and everything goes down through training points. Okay, so with the training point situation, I'm going to give you an overhaul of what the other videos are about. Feel free to go into the other videos to understand more in depth how you get free training points, how you accumulate it through the cards and everything like that. There's a lot of information for it, but I'm going to pretty much show you exactly what you need to know for now. Training camp. When you play through the solos, you can see that you get a free 80 training, you get a free 75 training. Once you unlock level 50, you're going to get a free 100 training. These are ways that you can get free training points weekly. Every week this resets if you're asking about how you can get started with training points, okay? Plus throughout the initial solos of like campaign, you're going to get a decent amount of training points for certain cards that that you're going to be wanting to power up. For instance, we have that Jerry Rice. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, I'm going to probably have to talk about it in another video. Stay away from that Jerry Rice. That dude's garbage, all right? But don't worry about it. In other journeys and stuff like that, you're going to get a lot of useful cards that you can then quick sell for training points as well. So what does that mean? Every card has a quick sell value of training points, and you can actually, you know, just get that amount of training points. I'm not going to play around with any of these cards that I actually care about, so let me just get away from those. For instance, right here, we'll go down to like TJ Watt, because if he gets rage sold by accident, who cares, right? When you click on it, the bottom right is going to show you the quick sell value, all right? So it's 65 training, all right? 80s do 65. I believe the 81s are 95, and it keeps going up and up and up. That's why you got to check the next video out that I have for the training points. That's right here in this playlist. Just go through the playlist of how to build your Madden team, and you'll find all the information that you need for that. But that's pretty much how you accumulate training points, by quick selling or getting it free through that. You're going to get a different value for each card that you want to do. And then pretty much you go over to your item binder, go to program, find the card you want to do it. You can do it from here too, like with the whole overall once you start it. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about is if you don't start powering up a card from their base and you try to do it from here. For instance, I have my center powered up. I have my my right guard, and I have my left tackle. Those guys are from the Dallas Cowboys, so they are the best players at their positions in the game, in my opinion. So that's why they're there. If I wanted to start to upgrade Andrew Norwell from this screen, it would start from the 85 overall and not his lower base overall power up, because I haven't started powering him up already to get him above his 85. You see what I'm saying? So don't add anything to this. You would have to actually go back, get his power up card that's a 68, and start from scratch. Okay? But once you already started powering up the card and it reaches their core elite, you can start and finish to start from the screen. Okay? You can start and finish again because you've already started. You see, I've already added everything else, and I've added his actual, his core elite player into the set, so I can actually start here now to continue. That's just a heads up to make you guys understand, because some of you guys are starting from the screen, adding chemistries, and like, yo, Gmia, I can't go any further. That's why you didn't start from the beginning to the end. And also, when you already have chemistry to it, sometimes they won't allow you to continue to upgrade it until you take off the chemistry from the core elite. So be very, very careful with that also. If I were to add something to him, to this Andrew Norwell, okay, once I add it to him, he may not be eligible for the upgrade set when I start with a 68. I would have to remove whatever chemistry I added because, you know, I added a scheme chemistry slot, so I made him no longer a core elite. So just keep that in mind as well, all right, guys? So now you should know how to power up any item in Madden 19 Ultimate Team. And like I said before, I apologize for not getting it out earlier. Please forgive me. Go out there and blow somebody out by 1,000 points because I made you upset by not giving you the information you needed. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.